Hey guys, Beers and Beers here.
Coming at you with another beer. This one is from one of my personal favorites, Manhattan Project.
Oh, yes.
So this is the one that we mentioned in one of our previous episodes for the glasses.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
And the beer. So they brought this out near the end of last year of 2020. It is 7.6% ABV. This beer is called Trinitite. And I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
I believe so. Is that a mineral or a rock?
It's an interesting substance. So as you guys know, Manhattan Project enjoys doing things like plutonium-239, which is their porter. And then there's several different, like a half-life, double half-life. They focus on, atoms, and, the Manhattan Project makes sense, goes with the name. Sounds cool. Trinitite was a substance that was actually never on Earth originally until the first atomic bomb was tested. The high intensity of heat and compression caused the sand to create this glassy-like substance. It's like a dense, glassy-like hard rock.
I know what you're talking about because when I went to one of the test sites on one of my first overnights as a flight attendant, I actually got a sample of Trinitite that I took home with me.
It's super cool stuff, and because nothing had been exposed to that level of heat and pressure simultaneously on the planet, it created the substance Trinitite. And so that is what they're calling their Sparkling IPA.
Ooh.
And so, it says it pairs well with brunch, date night, and berries.
Ooh, somebody's going to have a fun evening.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. So here's what we're going to do. We've got a couple here, and we're going to show off these new glasses that we got, which are pretty nifty, from Manhattan Project.
Very nice.
And there's a little secret on it. We gonna see what it is. So I'm gonna show off the glass real quick. And so you got some nice hops going there. You've got, sort of this arc. Very, very, what is that, hexagonal? 1, 2, I don't know. I can't count underneath.
It looks eerily similar to the Trinity Bridge in Dallas.
It does kind of look like the Trinity Bridge in Dallas.
Not quite, but it's close.
And then they've got their logo right here. So we're gonna crack this open and dive right in.
All right.
The Trinite.
Trinitite?
Let's see what these glasses do.
What if all the eyes were the same? Trinitite.
That would be bizarre.
That would be very bizarre.
If you crack that for me.
You're going to help instead of just sitting here.
It's okay.
I don't look good enough to just sit here and not do anything.
Say Justin gets to be the eye candy while I do stuff. You do not. We're gonna move past that.
We're gonna pretend that
I was
didn't
just being
happen.
the eye candy, No.
This was about to get real dicey real quick. Maybe. Okay. So we got these here.
The head is not even.
Not in the slightest.
Not even in the
And
slightest.
hand this to you guys. You guys know something weird about those hops?
I like how the hops have turned a very gray color version.
Show this off real quick.
They look more like sketches now.
Yeah.
Like they're not.
That is
that
very
white
interesting.
color like the other ones were.
So you'll see.
Also,
even
the
logo.
actual Manhattan Project logo has
Turned
changed.
gray as well.
Wow, this is not wanting to focus on me at all. There we go. We got the Manhattan Project logo.
And you can't be the
This
center
was
of attention all the time.
Wow. The original coloring is still here, but with the hops changed to a different color.
That was really cool.
Really awesome.
Supposedly only 20 of these were made, and
We
we've
have
got
3
3
of
of
them.
them right here. So it's a very unique glass, very cool, but changes
Super.
due to the difference in temperature. And I say we go in for that smell test.
Yep.
Sparkling IPA, first one on this channel, so this will be a
This will
new
be very
adventure.
interesting.
I don't think I've ever heard of any other sparkling IPA.
I've only heard of one.
Only one other, but we can talk about that one.
I'll
in
say
a
we
minute.
can
That's a
talk
cool
about
one.
it later.
Yeah.
Ready?
All right, let's smell it.
Well,
Definitely get those
smells
hops.
like an IPA,
Yeah, very much, very, very hoppy.
which you would definitely expect from Manhattan Project because
Yes.
when they do IPAs, they do.
They do.
They don't
IPAs.
hold back. They don't hold punches back.
They're just like,
It
you want an
is
IPA?
hoppy.
Boom!
And
Here's your IPA.
Yeah.
And it smells very similar to a hazy IPA. It reminds me sort of that orange fruity
okay.
note.
I can see
It's
that
got
a
sort
little
of it doesn't look super filtered.
So I was thinking more of like a hazy IPA smell.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it smells like a hazy IPA.
It does.
Sorry, I meant juicy IPA.
Oh, okay. I was like,
hazy.
it's like I just said hazy. That's
Sorry.
Thank you for agreeing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a hazy, juicy IPA, which might be from the sparkling part of it.
Well, and so this is supposed to be considered almost like a champagne beer.
Champagne.
Champagne, indeed. I really wanted to say that, and I was
caramel
like,
thing all over again.
A brute?
the brute, an IPA brute. So yeah, coming in at 7.6%, I say we give it a taste and see if it tastes like it smells.
Okay. Yeah.
Cheers.
This is pretty low for an IPA, though.
Yeah.
Well, not low, but
Well,
IPAs are normally low.
really.
definitely
Okay.
not nearly as bitter as your standard IPA.
No.
No.
It smells like it would be a lot more bitter than
Yeah.
it tastes.
It definitely,
But it's
I get
very
that juiciness in the taste.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
it definitely has like a juiciness.
I mean, you still get the bitter on the back end, but you don't get punched in the mouth like you normally do.
that is really interesting.
And I see why they call it a sparkling IPA. You can definitely taste it's a little bit more bubbly. It's a little bit sharp on the tongue. Cleans out nicely. A little bit of an aftertaste, but it's a good one. It's not like a, you're not like sitting there with a... Like
Josh, did they mention at all why this was named Trinite?
I did not hear. So this was actually gifted to me by my sister and brother-in-law for Christmas. And I did not hear any full stories, but I wanted to eventually see if we can take a trip down to Manhattan Project. We can maybe learn more about it, and we can always post it in the description or in the comments for you guys to see. But Trinitite,
it'd be really cool to like hear like that maybe
Yeah.
they
The story behind
used
it.
Trinitite in the
Yeah.
brewing process or something.
That'd be
Like,
awesome.
can you use that in a brewing
Probably.
process?
I don't think it really has that high of a radiation to it.
I have no idea, but you know, I'm sure just sticking with their theme and maybe it's just got that extra little spritz to it, and maybe you know that's what they want to go with. But I think it fits very well with the Manhattan Project family of beers. I think it goes nicely. It's a nice new avenue for them to go down. The sharpness is very subtle.
You know what? That might be why it was named that, because it does have that sharpness to it. And Trinitite,
It's like a
has
glassy,
it's a
sharp,
glassy
like-
material.
Yeah.
But it's also something that's like a brand new material, like you said, was not.
Yeah,
on
it was
Earth
not
before.
Earth. It was created.
A sparkling IPA, which is not very common.
Right, sort of a
Which
newer.
kinda,
That would make sense. Yeah, the only other sparkling IPA that we currently know of is Lucky Number 7
By Community.
Yeah, Community Brewing.
Speaking of community, we just got him to watch the first episode.
Yeah, I'd never seen
Over
it.
here.
And
Great
it's
series.
Interesting pilot. So I will continue to watch it.
Yeah.
And if you need updates, I can give them, but we're mostly focused on the beer.
Burr.
But
That's fair.
bah. All right, gentlemen. So I'm going to start us off on this one, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Go
I
for
think
it.
this is a unique take. Like I said, I did expect it to be more bubbly, but I think the amount of head on there sort of
a lot
showed
of head,
off.
There was a lot of head.
Yeah, like normally we're pretty good on that, and I thought I was doing a decent job at pouring,
Yeah.
and it was still a lot of head on there, and I think that's due to.
But who
it
doesn't
being
like a
sparkling.
lot of head?
Not safe for all audiences. You're welcome. Good luck.
I thought we
explaining
were
that
a
one.
family show, guys.
You know how many times we've said shit on this channel?
A lot.
Yeah. We won't even get into the other words. Anyway, so.
The other words.
Except for the British one. So, I'm gonna give this a 4.5. Like I said, I think it does right by the name, and by the type of beer. It blends in well with their family of beers. It was a well-made one, full body, full aroma, full flavor. I love it. 4.5 is what I'm sticking with.
Okay.
All right.
Jim?
I'm gonna roll with a 4.25. I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed. I'm not a big IPA guy. I definitely enjoyed the fact that it was less bitter than your standard IPA. I enjoyed the effervescence you get from it, kind of on the back end. You don't really get the effervescence up front. I got it more on the back end than the front end.
Almost
But-
floral.
Yeah, it was more of a floral kind of. You got a little bit of a Sprite or a seltzer kind of feel in the back end.
You can see
That's
that.
very, very
Citrusy.
light and just citrusy.
Absolutely. So you're going 4.25. Justin, what do you got?
I'm gonna have to agree with Jim on this one. You all know I'm not a very big IPA fan, but also there's not a whole lot to compare this to. So I don't know exactly what it should taste like.
Well, that's why I gave it a little bit of a higher rating because
it does
new territory.
Yeah, I mean it's new territory, but I mean you gotta admit there's always room to like improve.
Absolutely.
And right now, if they're saying that it's an IPA seltzer, I would want it to be more balanced as both of those, which right now I believe it's more leaning towards the IPA side.
Okay.
Instead of just...
That's very fair.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll do 4.25.
How did it compare to Communities, since I know you've had it?
Communities, it was good. They were similar, but I think Community had a little bit more of a bite to it. It wasn't. This is more. This is closer to juicy.
Which, when you have seltzer IP, like seltzers,
it
has that kind of bite to it. You know?
Yeah.
This is juicier. I think I'm a little biased because Manhattan's my favorite. I do enjoy that they tried to branch out and do something new, and I'm sure they'll improve upon it on years to come. So I'm interested to see where they take it. And
it's good stuff, though.
That's why I give that 4.5. So on that note, cheers to them.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys at home. Stay safe. Beers and beers out.